Good morning, good morning, good morning. Performative sip. Performative sip. What's up, Retro? Are we... What are we doing, chat? What are we doing today? We have equal highs on ES. It's a weird open, though. Are we manipulating? Wanted to see this flip. We're respecting. Oh, tell me what. Interesting spot. Honestly, not what I want to see. I wanted to see some longs. Perhaps this is just retracement and then we'll get longs. Because we're still respecting this daily gap. What up, Niz? You got work off, Niz? I'm consistent with the streams this week. Let's go. We have daily gap and it's being respected still, but this open is for sure bearish. This doesn't feel like a range protocol day though. Honestly, I'd like to see us flip back up and then we can long. Like if we can flip this, longs on the table. But I need to see order flow flip. I have a feeling this open is just a little bit of manipulation. Open low and then we run back up. Get the 15-minute BSC now. Really just trap 15-minute order flow here. One hour gap in 25 minutes. Did it tell the chat I'm live? Good morning. What's up, man? Energy seems low. Yeah, a little bit. I guess a little bit. What up, D trades? Yeah, Loki still want longs. But I don't like this. I don't like this candle. I want to see a 5-minute flip. I want to see this flip back up. So not yet. Yes, but no. Like something like this could be nice. We flip these gaps. Yeah, it looks heavy, exactly. We're not respecting the 15-minute gap. It's trapped order flow on the 15. between this gap and that gap. We may want to come down for lows first. But I want to see longs too, ideally. I want to see these highs go today. That would be the ideal scenario. If it doesn't, this daily is just chopping. Best case scenario, we go if we attack that high. Because we're respecting the daily. But if we don't and we just come down, it's probably just range. Man, we had 2 weeks of beautiful indices price action. Beautiful price action. And then we go live. Look, this is right when I started going live. We had a couple nice days. But most days have been chop. Last few days have been chop again. You know exactly what it was before you made me blew 2 accounts today. It really depends on your approach, engineer. Like, if you're pushing risk, then it's okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's fine to blow a bunch of accounts. You need to manage your budget, but you're gonna blow accounts if you're pushing risk. You also can never blow an account if you don't wanna, you know, ever blow an account. But it's gonna take you a lot longer to hit payouts. I think it's a balance. Yeah, if it was emotional trading, if it was trading outside of your model, if it was over trading, anything like that, then you should be holding yourself accountable and you should be upset about it. If you broke rules, if you tilted, you gotta hold yourself accountable. They're both heavy right now. Take what's mine, what's yours. I don't know when I'd be ready to flip short. We made equal highs, so I technically consider this SMT off the highs. Equal highs here. I wanted to see us attack those highs this open, but let's see what happens here. Right now, it's like in between spots for me because I haven't fully flipped bearish, but there's no confirmation along either, so I'm just waiting. Let's see how we react off these lows. These lows are gonna be key. Oh, we got the Asia lows. This 1 hour low, Asia low. I want to see the reaction off this. Take what smile is yours. Take what smile is yours. Man, this was looking good coming into the session, and then we just sold hard. 8:30. I think if we flip these 4 hour gaps, like if we really start to flip these gaps, I'll look for us to attack the previous day low. But I haven't flipped yet. I want to see us flip these gaps. So this is for me to flip to bearish buys. So if I'm gonna flip, I want to see these gaps fail, and I want to see us fail to bounce off these lows. Then I'll look to target the next lows. I'm just not convinced of a bias flip yet. Let's see, 15-minute order flow is very bearish. Let's see what we do after these lows. What's up, man? Guys, I'm not actually drinking the coffee. It's just, I'm just fake sipping it every single time. I'm not actually drinking it. It's just here for performance. Zay, bro. This is a prop. performative. It's a prop for aura. I don't actually drink the coffee. Alright, let's see if we bounce off these lows. I'm not gonna long right off these lows, but if we flip, we put in structure, I'll look for longs higher. Bro, what performance? I'm just trolling. Zay was in chat talking crazy. Zay was in chat saying I was taking performative sips of my coffee. I don't even know what that means. It's funny though. I haven't been making the matcha lately. I'm gonna switch back to matcha soon. Let's see if we bounce off these lows. If we bounce off these lows, I'm still holding my long bias. It looks like NQ's more bullish as of right now, just based on this candle. There's a lot of buyers in this candle. There's 5-minute gap we could flip over. Intriguing. 5-minute inversion here. What would the structure be on this? Ah, it's a wide stop. I really want to be having tighter stops. That structure could work towards London highs. I'm probably gonna try and get a tighter stop. Let's see what we do here. If we flip these gaps. What was that candle, bro? What was that candle? Need to see structure put in. I want to see this really flip. I'm like in between bias right now. I'm not ready to flip bearish, but I'm not confirmed on longs. You know what that means? We wait. Fed chair nomination vote, tentative. I don't know when that's happening. It says this red folder. What year was I born? 2000. Why did I have to think about that? I was more so thinking about if I wanted to respond. But you guys know I'm 26. But 2000, 2K baby. 2K baby. I have the coolest birthday. Same year, January. Nice. So you're 2 months older than me. Alright, let's see if we put structure in above these highs. If we flip these gaps, to me, longs will be on the table. If we fail, Asia lows, we keep running lower, and then we fail these 4-hour gaps, I'll most likely be looking for a bias flip to previous day low. This year, 3D. Okay. I bought different headphones, and I don't know if I even like them. I'm using these ones still. Where are you from, Retro? Yo, if you guys could do me a favor and like the stream, that'd be amazing. Amazing, amazing. Drop a like real quick. India, I think you told me that before. Rectangle opacity. It kind of depends on your monitor. Like, I've been on different monitors with my settings and it doesn't look as good. it's too light, but what I use is 10%, and then it's this gray. I think it looks clean. Personally, I think my charts are clean. At least for my brain. Nah, I'm not in Miami. 3, 6, 10%. So 6 over and then 10% opacity. I think it looks clean. Just for my brain. Ultimately, your chart colors, the way you mark out your charts, just needs to make sense to your brain. I don't like other colors. And I like white background. People say flash bangs you in the morning. I don't have a problem with it. I'm already up well before usually. Not always, but usually I'm up like 8:30. I'm not worried about white charts. Sentimental to a strange town holding me down. Nothing. Wow, we're heavy. We are heavy, guys. I'm not shorting that for continuation because we're still at an area I felt like we can bounce from. Yeah, it might be time to flip bias to these lows. See what happens. Is that PDL? Yeah. I'm gonna no. PDL's way down there for NQ. We are heavy. Looks choppy on the daily because we respected the daily BISI and then now we're just coming down. Equal highs here, bearish SMT. Bias flip time. We are heavy. If I was bearish, this would have been a clean inversion, but I was not bearish yet. I was in between bias here, just neutral. But that inversion was nice. Same thing with the 5-minute, like the actual signature. Again, I was not bearish here, so I'm not looking to short this, but just price action wise, look at the signature, right? We have this is a continuation model. Just pure pattern, like price action wise. I'm not talking about bias. There wasn't a model because I was in between bias, neutral bias, just waiting. But just from a pattern or price action perspective, continuation model trading the 5-minute SIBI. Let me get this nice inversion. Something like this would have been clean. Yeah, that's beautiful. Take the body or take the wick from the 5-minute SIBI tag. That's a clean continuation model. But again, neutral bias, just no trade. Yeah, I'm not taking that just purely because I hadn't flipped to a bearish bias yet. So if I don't have a clear bearish bias, I'm not shorting. I still feel like there's a chance that this wicks back up in 9 minutes and we still go back higher. I'm really still neutral bias. I might be a little bit slower to flip today, but I feel like that's what's needed. 15-minute SIBI now. If we close low on this 4-hour, I want to see this 4-hour close because if we wick hard back up, I think there's a chance that we come back up. We're just very heavy, so I want to see this 4-hour close and I want to see what we do in here. just a little bit more waiting. If we close down, we close over, it'll be a bias flip. Baby, I got you. Bump, 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 bump. I got you, bro. I'm looking at it. I got you. Too many. So 4 hour straight range. Gold is not moving good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Gold is not moving good. Gold is not moving good. These highs are gonna get ran later. I don't know if it wants it right now. I might go reach for PDL. I don't think gold looks good at all. 4 hour range. What up, Thenix? That's 100 way. That's 100 way. I don't think gold looks good. You could try to play continuation of PDL off this 15-minute Sibi, but I don't feel like it's the highest probability. We are kind of breaking this 1 hour range now. So I would lean something like that. But I think silver's been a lot stronger. Yeah, silver's been much stronger. Look at what's the word I'm looking for? I'm slow today, guys. Just the discrepancy between them. See the difference? Look at them side by side. This is what we don't like to see. Not the highest probability. Look at the 1 hour. To me, this is a range protocol on silver. So if you're watching the streams, you know what range protocol means for me. Look at the difference in these 4 hour candles. $15-minute Sibi is going to be the tell here in this close. Just waiting here. Do you guys see the patience, the ability to recognize when to wait? I'm not going to just jump into this when it's unclear. If it's unclear, I sit out. There's going to be times when it's unclear. I'm not sitting here saying, I'm a wizard. I know everything about price. I don't lose. Like these dudes on X, man. TikTok and X traders. Is it real trading? You're not always going to know what price wants to do. Price is sometimes just going to be bad and you either have to sit out or wait. And you absolutely will lose and go on losing streaks. Just probabilities. Baby, I'm not drunk enough. See what happens here. We're getting that little buy up. If we go attack the highs still like we intended at open. Doesn't mean. It's time. 4 minutes. Baby, I'm not. Brother, I enter in silver 4-hour gap with 15-minute market maker model. So you're long? I'll tell you why I don't like either of them right now. Main reason is because silver looks more like a buy and gold looks like a sell. They're not in agreement. They're not trading in harmony. 1 hour straight range. I don't love it, but I hope it plays for you. I mean, look at the difference of this delivery. Just very low probability. I hope this plays though. Silver is definitely the one to be in long, that's for sure. You're in the right ticker to long. Like the stronger ticker, but I don't like how they're in disagreement. I do. I see your logic on like being bullish on silver, but I really want to see them when I'm trading two correlated assets. I want to see them in agreement. We're gonna have the highest probability opportunities. When you're gonna get speed, that's when you're gonna get, you know, real distribution of price. Because when they're disagreeing, they tend to chop or they tend to fight. It's like a tug of war. They're just pulling against each other. Think this will 15-minute SMT and give the 1 minute. I see it. SMT these lows. NQ definitely still feels like the stronger of the two, but look at this candle right now and it says the opposite. This is the stuff that throws me off. We'll see what happens when we get ready to long. Because NQ was stronger before. There's just one 15-minute candle. You're bullish SMT off the lows. What up, Lambo? I want to say NQ is still stronger, but we'll see. Because right now, this 15-minute candle, like, yes, is for sure stronger. But this is just one candle. So long. Farewell. Goodbye. Farewell. Alright. There's a 4-hour close. Oh, wake up. 4-hour close. It didn't close over. Like, it didn't respect. It actually closed over it. Tough spot. I'm still not ready to flip bias. I don't know what it is here about price. I want to see a little bit more to target PDL. If this is enough for you guys to flip bias, I can't really argue with you. Just telling you what I need to see. Because I still feel like this could flip and run higher, but if we respect this gap and sell down, I'm going to flip bearish. Let's keep that between me. I don't love this close either. Beginning to look more and more bearish. Wanted to see this really push up. We have SMT right now on both sides. SMT off these lows, SMT off these highs. Price, man, price. Why you trying to run, baby? I've been. This is definitely looking more and more bearish. We have a 4-hour open now. We want to see this open high if we're gonna get a sell candle on the 4-hour. NQ looks weaker now. The changes in strength are crazy. Why you trying to run, baby? Why you trying to run, baby? The lower time frame looks ASS. If we're gonna go lower, you want to see it do so from here. There's an area for value. Why you trying to run? Yeah, the 1-hour SIBI's up here, but it's that time of the year where I start feeling traditions I try just to see what holds. It's so easy to try, but it's harder to fall. I mean, this looks nasty. If we go lower from here, though. NQ looks weaker for sure right now. Funny because it was stronger at open. SMTs on both sides. Next time I'll take you the long way. It's that time of the year I start. Try to long. Where's your long? Right here. You long in here? This or what? This? I don't know. You trade order blocks, right? Propulsion block. This? Losing my grip on a run. PP block is crazy, bro. PP block is crazy. Don't call it that, bro. Never call it that again. Bro, please never call it that again. Zeta's PP block. Don't you give up on a Monday. Bro, PP block is worse than 1FVG. Way worse. Sounds like you have a medical condition. Alright, are we gonna sell here or are we gonna flip back up? Price has been booty. Darling, don't you give up on a Monday. Yeah, NQ is for sure weaker as of right now. If the 15-minute bearish gap was not there, wouldn't it be? I'm just not ready to long. I like shorts more here. I'm not ready to long. Against 15-minute order flow, and then NQ's so weak. I need to see them flip up, and then I'll flip long. Well, it's not really flipping. I'm just neutral right now. Baby, you guys are gold fiends, man. Baby, if you're gonna do anything, I would short gold. Baby, baby. I don't like gold and silver right now. I don't. Brother, bro said gold twice. I'm already looking at gold. I hope there's a delay. I hope there's a delay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. 15-minute Sibi. Overlapping OB. Right. Mitigation block. It's gonna go lower. You want to see it go lower from here. But then you look at silver, and silver looks like a buy. I don't like the discrepancy between them. Because silver is very strong. Right, silver is looking like a good buy. Gold looks like a sell. Silver hit external. Boy, these highs are Asia. It looks like it should get there. Gold looks like a sell. Silver looks like a buy. To me, that's low probability. Yeah, I wouldn't be trading metals today either. Personally. Indices definitely look better than metals right now. Baby. Why is price so bad? Are you planning to short the 1 minute? change in state. Right now, I'm just waiting. Price is booty. I'm feeling increasingly bearish though. I have an ifvg entry example. Do I? I can check. If not, I can definitely make one. I was gonna make a new PDF. Cause I have a full PDF library in my Discord. I don't think I have an ifvg one. I have an order flow flip one. Yeah, I don't have an ifvg one. I can make one. Thursday, you gonna meet Big Friday. This is trash. She always trying to leave with me. Thank you, definitely looking weird. Quantum manipulation up. Just waiting right now. This is not good. I'll play some Baroque music. We can flip up like nicely over this gap. I'm long. I'm looking for longs. Like any flip over this, to me, I'm long in these highs. But I think there's also increasingly chance. This is our area fair value. If we're gonna go lower, you want to see it do it from there. NQ will likely SMT the way it's weak. So likely scenario is something like this. Respect that area for value, SMT, NQ, and we continue lower. If this area holds, sell should play. So small and there's no displacement, man. Bad price right now. Look at the 5-minute. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Look at the 5-minute. To me, this is 5-minute chop rule. Look at NQ. When the 5-minute looks like this for me, there's just nothing to be had. I wait for a move out, you know, up or down. I need to see a move out of this range. I don't like this. Bad price. Bad price. Every single day, man. Hopefully things get better soon. Debated between BE at the 5-minute BPR. 5-minute BPR. Oh, right here. Are you in ES? I assume you're in ES. Did you get BE'd or what? See if we flip this or what. Yeah, price is bad, bro. I don't like this at all. Look at NQ. It's 5 minutes nasty. This could still play lower. I'm really not a fan though. Yo, the Pokemon market is going crazy. If you guys aren't on like the collectibles wave, it's a good investment. I actually genuinely like Pokemon because I used to play with them as a kid. So it's nostalgia for me too, but I also view it as like an investment. So I get a bunch of the PSA slabs. But they're outperforming everything right now. Let's see if we can sell down. This could be a good short if we get a nice sell down. I hate how we're in a 5-minute chop though. But I like how we're rejecting this area for value here we talked about. You want to see a good sharp sell now if this is going to go. You want to see some speed through here. Good sharp sell. If you don't, chop. Price is bad. I like how we're rejecting this. That's clean. Speed. This would be I'm not interested in this. This would be such a tight. That's not actually not as tight as I thought it would be. To the lows. I thought it was gonna be like a 10 point stop, but we're taking this position in pure chop. That's the main thing keeping me off of short here. Something like this could play, but I really don't like this price at all. I think this price, there's a high likelihood this price just keeps doing this right now. My rules are when the 5 minute is consolidating like this, I sit until we break the range. My rules are my rules. If it plays, it plays. But these are my rules for a reason. Structurally, we have the 15-minute SIBI. Respecting the area for value, bearish SMT, but this delivery is not there. And if delivery is not there, I'm not going to trade. So my rules are my rules. And they're my rules for a reason. Bad price, guys. I would sit out of this if I'm you. That's my opinion. Look, about to save us a loss. If this hits stop or not. Rules might be saving us a loss here. Structurally, there's a 15-minute SIBI with the bearish SMT, but to me, I don't have conviction in short bias. And then two, this is pure chop. Pure 5-minute chop. This is nuance. Rules and nuance save us the loss there, guys. All right, we knew to stay off that. Price is choppy. There's no real clear bearish bias to me yet. So there obviously is a 15-minute SIBI. There's a bearish SMT. And then we got a 1-minute inversion. But when you understand the nuances and you factor everything in, to me, bias is unclear. I don't have conviction in sells right now. 2, that position is in a pure 5-minute range, so my chop rule alone keeps me out of this. The 5-minute is just pure range. I'm not going to take positions in this. I want to see it break range up or down. If we flip these gaps, I'm looking longs. Is higher time frame looking bullish? Monthly bullish order flow, all-time high price really. Weekly bullish order flow. We're having a more ranged candle, basing candle, like a balanced candle. Potentially just balancing this week to set up this weekly gap to go higher from. Daily, or this is again range, balance week. Like I just said, these daily candles to me reflect balance. We're respecting the daily BISI, but more of just range bound price on the daily. So yeah, I would say the higher time frame is bullish, but we're range bound. I could very well see this flip back up, and this is why very in between bias. If we flip this gap, I'm looking longs, which is why we stayed off shorts there. 1, bias. 2, because of delivery. The nuances matter. Where I'm at, I lean into the intuition, right? There's a flip side of the coin to everything. The deeper you get into trading, the more you realize there's a pro and there's a con to every decision you make. So you have to live with the downside of whatever decisions you make. For me, I'm leaning into intuition and nuance around some setups. I'll pass on things. To me, this wasn't even a valid setup per my rules. This isn't a valid short, but I'm just making a point around nuance. Like if you lean into nuance and intuition in your trading, then there's going to be times when you also miss winners. You have to have a good feel for when to execute and when not to. So it's a gray area that can cause issues for a lot of people. But if you get the right balance of it, it can really help your win rate. Yeah, this looks good for longs. I want to see this flip here. As long as I can D-trades, honestly. As long as my brain can do it. But I think as I get older, I'll probably be less. I mean, what I'm doing right now, I feel like I could do until I'm 60, 70. Honestly, maybe not 70, 60s. I just show up 9:30 to 12. You know what I mean? Most people work until they're in their 60s. Obviously, that's not the goal. Like, I don't want to be trading until I'm 60, but I'm saying I feel like I physically could. Your goal with trading is definitely to retire much earlier, because there's no ceiling to this and you want to scale. But I feel like physically I could trade until I'm 60 most likely. And that's kind of just testament to how simple what I'm doing is. I'm not doing something that's taxing where I'm just at the charts every day exhausting myself. 9:30 to 12, I lock in, I figure out what price is doing, I take my trades. This looks good for longs, guys. Honestly, say I liked your BE at the 15-minute Sibi. I would be looking to re-enter longs if I'm you, say. I'm about to look for longs. It's a long time for me. I didn't have confirmation to long it. It's just a little too early for me to long there. Like longing in here into the 15-minute Sibi. I would have wanted to be BE by that too as well. But yeah, looks like we're gonna come back up here. 1 hour Sibi up here as well. This is an area that can cause a rejection now. So we're gonna mark that out. I like that flip. I like that flip a lot. Black line is the 1 hour Sibi. How long if I were to say how long I expect, maybe like into my 30s, mid 30s. How long do I feel like I could? I feel like I could physically trade until I'm 55, 60. I'm not gonna lie though, I haven't thought that far ahead. I enjoy this. I'm gonna continue to do it. And what happens, happens. Once I'm no longer enjoying it, I'll stop doing it. About 2R off this 15-minute flip if we just straight up played the inversion here on the 5-minute. With a stop at these lows. A pretty wide stop though. We have the 5-minute gap setting up here. But I'm bullish bias now, guys. I was neutral before. Kind of just waiting. To me, this is enough to want to look for long. We really could just play this 5-minute inversion with a stop at these lows. See how this plays. I don't hate that. We do have the Sibi. We have the 1-hour gaps. The 1-hour Sibi could definitely cause a reaction. And just look to target London highs. The only other thing is if we create the 5-minute gap, tag into it, we can probably get a better RR, better risk reward, tighter stop. Wider stop at the lows or tighter stop at the 5-minute BISI is the question. The 2R to London highs. We'd have to come up and take out the equal highs, basically. Like 25 points. Swept the lows, SMT off the lows. Again, SMT on both sides, not ideal. But we are printing back up. Close over this gap. Let's see what we do off this 5-minute BISI that we're forming here. NQ still looks weaker. Alright, let's see what we do here. Because we could potentially frame something off this. Neither have tagged the BISI. If we get in here, we can... This is a tight BE by the 1-hour gap. We're looking to play London highs. I might just play this inversion. ES feels stronger. ES definitely feels stronger here. We're flipping the gap fully. We're gonna reach for this BISI or not? I'm just worried we're gonna bag it here. Worried we're gonna bag that gap now. Don't do it to me. No fill? There you go. All right. We'll give this a try. Gonna come down, hit the gap now. It's fine. We shall give this a try. Need this 5-minute gap to hold here. I'm half. I've been halving everything in these markets. Need 5-minute BISI to hold here. Ideal BE is like really the 1 hour SIBI here, but that's tight, guys. It's tight. Ideal BE is this 1 hour SIBI that we're looking to act as draw. So we're really looking to play price into the 1 hour SIBI, have risk off, and then upside is the London highs. It's basically the logic here. Problem is that's a really tight BE. That's the problem on this one. Need to see this 5-minute BISI hold. This, if we're gonna reach for the SIBI as draw here, 5-minute BISI should respect and head higher. This candle, just that push on that candle had me a little nervous. We're gonna bag. I don't need a perfect fill when I'm getting in these moves. I just want to have, I want to get in at high probability areas where I have conviction. I don't need perfect sniper fills. Just want to get in. I'd rather be in the move and get my piece than try to be perfect every time with fills. So we got, my stop's fine where it is. It's fine right there. I could take these lows, but it shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, ideally you want to be BE by this 1 hour SIBI, but again, tough, man. It's tough. These markets have been BEing a lot, and this is tight. That's a tight BE. Dang, my thing's on the wrong too. There you go. My OBS. It didn't get my entry. Yeah, so logically, what makes sense is to BE here. My hesitation around that is how tight it is. I feel like that gives us a good chance of getting BE'd. But logically, that's where I would, if we're going to go lower, I would expect it to react from this. So we're looking at this as short-term draw. And if we're going to go lower, it should reject that. But if we're flipping back up like we anticipate to the equal highs, it should slice through that. So it's more of a field thing. This is a tight BE again. We've had a lot of BEs lately, which has been frustrating. So I'm almost tempted to give it a bit more room. But logically, if you guys want to BE there and be a little bit tighter with your risk off, makes sense to me. Watch this strength switch now, and then NQ just rips. Watch. Watch it, guys. Watch. Strength switch, NQ rips. NQ full PT to London highs, and we're just lollygagging on NES. That's the experience lately. Cannot get the strength right lately. Don't know what it is. So this is the 1 hour BISI. Sorry, 1 hour SIBI. First take of the day. We'll see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. Really don't like price lately, but you gotta just adapt and make do. NQ's holding up better right now. TP and silver, nice, nice. Silver was definitely a good, the better long. Nice, Asia. Don't really like gold or silver right now, the way they're trading. Yeah, look at this. We're trading above this 15-minute SIBI. Silver's much stronger. Silver was for sure the good long. See how obvious silver longs were compared to gold? That's usually how ES and NQ are in terms of relative strength. Like, you don't want to see that decoupledness, but usually it's very obvious which is stronger and which is weaker. ES looks way weaker now, guys. We can't get in the right ticker. This is ridiculous. Price just be trolling, man. I don't know what price is doing. Genuinely don't know. Definitely not a good candle. We should have pushed up towards 1 hour SIBI right off that 5-minute cap. What are we doing, man? No bueno, no bueno. Bad price, dude. Look at that rejection. We're gonna reject the SIBI and go lower now? Wow. Okay. Bad price. Leaves the SIBI. Flips this 15-minute. Yeah, that's tough. I'm fine with that long, though. That's a bad candle. If this rejects the SIBI, that's bad delivery. Especially with the 1 hour gap right here. At minimum, we should have seen this get reached for. Feels like S&D. Yeah, it does. Especially this 5-minute. But we broke out the 5-minute. So to me, longs are on the table once we got this. Like, this was 5-minute chop rule. I'm avoiding everything in here. And we break out the 5-minute range. This is enough for me to want to look to long towards the 1 hour SIBI. Just price delivery is so bad lately. You know, price delivery is bad because most days we're on side with direction. Like, we're consistently on side with price. But the way it gets there is just BEing us or chopping us out. Just a lot of BS lately. Loss on eval. Yeah, it's bad price, bro. We'll see what happens here. These are not good candles. Not what you want to see for a 1 hour SIBI tag. When we flip this gap, good price is going to reach for this 1 hour SIBI. We're going to retrace this at minimum. We have a chance to get BE. So my better trades and my higher probability trades, I have a high conviction draw. And it gets hit at a very high, probability. There's a high probability on my good trades that these targets get hit, and then I can BE by them. So I always like to be BE by an area that can cause a rejection, by an area that makes sense. Those are like my low-hanging fruit targets where there's a high probability that those BE areas get hit. So at minimum, we're getting BE. So to me, this 1 hour SIBI is that. I'm fine with this long. Bad price. I don't know what that candle is. But that is the market. Yeah, 100%. Yo, what was that candle, guys? This price is just... Hey, like, what was this? This is typical bad price. I don't know what that move was down. We had already retraded into this. It's very bad price. We are navigating range. If we look in the daily, it starts to paint a better picture. Like the weekly is, like we talked about, is just a balanced candle. We're likely not going to see any... I could be wrong, of course, when we reassess, but based on what I'm seeing right now, this week is going to be more of a balanced candle rest of the week, and then set up the weekly gap for next week. That's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, this price is booty. How have we not hit the 1 hour gap yet? Price is gonna price. All we can do is manage the downside. Manage the downside and be selective and look for good trades. That's it. That's why we have a 2 daily loss limit. If I take 2 L's in a day, I hop off. And if I hit 2 L's in a day, generally price is just not good. Because I'm being selective about the trades I take. Taking them at high probability areas where I have conviction. And if I hit stop twice in a day, generally that means price delivery is just bad. And that's my cue to hop off. There's no point for me to try to make it back or do anything special. Price is just not on your side that day. You gotta know when to fold them. It's poker, bro. It's like poker. If you got deuce 7 offsuit, you better fold that. Most 90% of the time, you know what I mean? Know when to fold them. And then the inverse is true. When price is good, you gotta know when to shove the chips in and push risk. This type of price, this is when you're putting your chips in. This is when you're pushing risk. This is when you're trying to run your accounts up as much as possible. And we go into these periods of chop and garbage. This is where you're kind of folding more. You're trying to be more conservative with risk management. So how price has been the last few weeks. More conservative risk. I've been half risking a lot of stuff lately. A good way to cut the bleeding if you're going to losing streaks, if you're going into drawdowns and tougher price, just cut your risk. You lose a couple trades consecutively, cut your risk. Give yourself time to claw out. There's no rush. You got to cut the bleeding. A lot of people take a couple losses, then they size up that next trade to try and get out the drawdown. Losing streak continues, now they're in an even deeper hole. Like if you go into a bad drawdown, first take a step back, analyze, figure out if it's price, figure out if it's something you're doing, if you're not reading, if you're not adapting to price well. 2, if you have to cut risk to stop the bleeding and claw out. And maintain a long-term perspective, because when you go into your drawdowns, it's very easy to want to feel like you should size up to just get out in one trade. The more you go into drawdowns, the better you get at it. It's a skill. You have to be comfortable in them. A lot of my drawdowns in the past, I feel like, have come from failing to adapt well. I don't think that's, like, I'm not in a drawdown right now. We're really just resting at break even. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'm adapting well to price. We're trading range and chop when it's chop, and we're trading trend when it's trendy. Really just been more trading around break even because price hasn't been good. I haven't been seeing a full TP last couple days. We had 3 trades yesterday. First one went to stop. Second one, we basically got 1 hour back, so that put us around break even. And then I took a third trade off stream, took me out break even, went all the way to PT. So it's just delivery. After the stream yesterday, I shorted. It came back up, took me out BE, and we ran all the way to target. So price delivery is kind of just making it tougher. Are you looking for Dow? I don't use Dow. If you use Dow, that's completely valid. I have no issue with that. My experience with Dow is just that it creates more friction in my analysis. It creates more hesitation. It creates more uncertainty in my execution because I'm always trying to figure out the triad at once and relative strength and weakness, and so I just don't trade Dow and I don't factor it in. I know a lot of people that do, and if you do, there's nothing wrong with that. If it works for you, it works for you. It just doesn't work for me. For me, it causes hesitation. For me, it messes with my execution. Look at the divergence right now. This would have caused me a ton of hesitation right now. They've been moving so decoupled too. I'm just not worried about Dow. Some people are very worried about it, and that's completely valid. Dow looks super weak right now. NQ and ES still look strong. Just chop. Yeah, you can watch dollar with the indices. It makes sense for sure. You're gonna see dollar generally should be inversely correlated to indices. So it doesn't make sense right now because we're pumping on, well, not pumping, but we're pushing up on dollar and indices are bullish. But generally they should be inversely correlated. But yeah, that makes sense. My big thing, Greg, is, you know, someone might tell you to do dollar, but here's your question, here's your job. Does it resonate with you? Does it add to your trading? Does it actually help you execute? Does it feel like it gives you clarity in your trading? Because someone might be great at trading indices with dollar, but if it doesn't align with what you do, the same way I just talked about Dow. I know tons of people that trade Dow and look at the triad, ES, NQ, YM, but for me, it just doesn't resonate with me. It adds friction to my trading. It makes me hesitate, so I don't use it. You pay extra for dollar. What's the data feed? The TVC? Yeah, it's TVC. No, I don't. There's DX, it's dollar futures, you need ICE US. It just depends on what data feed. You can look at dollar futures, you can look at dollar CFD. Depends what you want to do. Like I said though, I would focus on if dollar adds to your trading. If it makes you hesitate, if it doesn't add to your trading and make you confident and give you clarity, you shouldn't use it. But generally it should be inversely correlated. When I used to use dollar, I was more so using it for CFDs, foreign exchange, and I only use it on the higher time frame. Because to me, it's just too wishy-washy on the lower time frames. So we realistically should BE at this 1 hour SIBI based on market levels. We're probably going to get BE'd from it. Knowing price, this is going to hit the 1 hour SIBI, come back down and take us out, and then go higher. But logically, we should want to be risk off at the 1 hour SIBI, because if we're going to go lower, it's going to go lower from there. Why I was saying this whole retracement was very odd. So we should at minimum see 1 hour SIBI tag. We're about to see it on NQ. Hopefully we get ES there too. I'll probably take risk off once we get one nice push here and live with the BE if that's what happens. Because I don't want to just keep risk on at a level that we can reject from to keep risk on. Trading the markets level to level, and I'm BEing at areas of logic, areas of reversal. NQ just hit it. Let's see if ES can get there. NQ hitting that 1 hour SIBI, we're going to BE this now. Because this is going to potentially come back down. I want to be risk off by these areas of reversal. And if it BEs, it BEs. It's a tighter BE. But this is kind of what I mean, guys. Our trades, we're looking for low-hanging fruit areas that we can generally get risk off at. And then the rest of the trade is just upside. It's, if we want to reject or invalidate this 1 hour SIBI, we should go for London highs. So we're risk-free on the longs. Very good chance this comes down and BEs us. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Very good chance. Trading the markets level to level. 1 hour SIBI, if we're gonna go lower, the 1 hour SIBIs here are where we can reject from. So I'm not just gonna leave the risk on at an area that can cause major reversal. The risk is off. Good long. I don't know what that candle was. Bad price. No idea what this whole candle was, but it is what it is. There's a good chance this will BE. Or if you guys want to give it a little more room and you don't want to BE this yet, you can out trade these lows. Take half risk off. There's a good chance this will come down BES off the 1 hour SIBI. So yeah, if you want to be a little bit, if you want to be a little more risk on, could trail here. I want to be risk free by these areas where we can reject from, because if we're going to go lower, it should be from these 1 hour gaps. If you don't care, or you want to be a little bit more risk on, swing low here should be good. Give it a little more room. Or risk free now, good long. I don't know what that candle was. Weird price. Like I said, just bad delivery lately, but we're chilling. Our ability to get on side is very high, humbly. You know, we're consistently getting on side with price. We're consistently waiting for high probability areas. We see fall through on our trades. We see moves in our favor. The delivery has just been tougher lately. It's been a lot more BEs for me. We're generally able to break even on these higher probability trades though. There's a high chance this will BE though. Really, the likelihood of the BE for this one is just the structure of the trade, because we're structuring it at a tighter area. But again, I'm trading the markets level to level, and I'm going to be risk-free at the areas that I think will cause a rejection if we're going lower. So to me, if we're going lower and we're actually gonna, like, if this is just a retracement of this bearish leg and we actually still want to go lower, it's gonna do so from there. So I want to be risk free from that. Ideally, we flip up and we target London highs, those equal highs that we wanted to attack at the beginning of the session, but I'm trading the markets level to level. NQ does look like it's delivering a little bit better too. We've already reached for the SIBI. Lots of BEs lately. Lots of BEs. But if I'm going to leave risk on, I need to be doing so at an area that makes sense. I need to have a reason to leave risk on. I'm not going to leave risk on because I don't want to take a BE, right? Again, it's about trading the markets level to level. We've hit an area that can cause a rejection now. If we're going to go lower, it's going to go lower from here. So we want to be risk-free on this trade, assuming that we can reject this 1 hour SIBI. So management is perfect. Unfortunately, just going to be a lot of BEs in these markets right now. You just deal with it and you trade the model. Trade the market level to level. If we want to run these, attack these equal highs, run these equal highs up here, we should fail these SIBIs and run higher. That's obviously the logic on the long. And the way we structure our trades gives us this low-hanging fruit target that to me is a very high probability of being hit, which we've seen hit on NASDAQ. And that's where we BE buy. So that's how I like to structure my trades. Low-hanging fruit draw area to reach for that I feel has a high probability of being hit, that I have conviction in being hit. Risk off by then. And then ultimate target is higher for TP. That's how I like to structure my stuff. And in good markets, it's very effective. In bad price delivery, bad markets, you're going to see more BEs that way. Yo, if you guys can, drop a like on the stream, man. Drop a like on the stream. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We're live every single day at 9:30 a.m. Getting really consistent with the streaming. I want to grow the stream. I want to teach you guys as much as possible. Share the knowledge, share the journey. Hold myself accountable. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to the stream, drop a like and sub right down below. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're calling price every single day at a very high level of accuracy. I'm walking you through the thought process every single day. I'm answering questions. I'm even looking at tickers for you guys that you guys want me to look at. So definitely drop a like and subscribe. And 9:30 a.m. every single day. There's our low-hanging fruit draw hit. That's the 1 hour SIBI. If we're going to reject and go lower, it should do so from there, which is why we're break even. And assuming we invalidate that and push higher, we should see London highs get attacked. Just kind of what we were looking for at the beginning of the session. But good longs, guys. We're locked. We're locked. We're locked. We'll see if it comes back BE or what. But either way, good trade. Outcome does not matter. We did our job. You guys see the patience and the consistency. We wait for the levels. We wait for the confirmation. We wait for the model. Then we manage the trade. And we manage the trade when the levels get hit. It's not off feel. It's not off spur of the moment impulsiveness. It's this level's been hit. We need to be break even now. This level hasn't been hit. We're waiting for break even. So we'll see if we reject the SIBI and come down. If that's the case, we'll take the BE. And if we want to push through this, we should go run those equal highs. Interesting spot here with the bearish leg. NQ does feel like it's leading though, which has been the theme lately. We can't get in the right ticker, man. We cannot get in the right ticker. I don't know what it is, but it's all good. It's just price lately. I'm usually very, very good at that, identifying which is stronger and being in the right ticker. Lately, not the case. Damn, the markets are gonna market. The markets are gonna market. I said this yesterday, but the markets are gonna market, and because of that, you're gonna have weeks where you feel like you can't lose, and you feel like you cracked the code and you figured it out, and then you're gonna have another week, 2 weeks later, or a month later, where you feel like you forgot how to trade. And every single trader that really does this knows that feeling and goes through it. So it's constant work and it's constant refinement. So it's important not to be too high on the highs and too low on the lows, because it's easy to feel like you crack the code and you can't lose and size up and get cooked. And it's also easy to lose confidence in your edge when you're losing. That's why this stuff's so hard, man. But when you detach and you know your numbers, you maintain your long-term perspective, those highs and lows are easier to submit to. Everyone loves to preach psychology, and it's important, but the thing is, there's something that precedes psychology that is much more important, man. Tell me in the chat. Someone tell me in the chat. Let's see if you guys have been paying attention to my rants and my streams. What is more important than psychology? Because every furu, every person on Twitter, on TikTok loves to preach psychology, and I'm not saying psychology isn't important. I'm not saying it's not. Let me make that very clear. But there's something much more important than psychology. It comes before. What precedes psychology? Let's see who can get it right in the chat. I want to see who's been paying attention to my rants. Because it doesn't matter if you have the most perfect psychology in the world if you don't have this one thing first. Let's see who actually has been listening to my streams. First person to get in the chat. Calling price so damn well, brother. We love you. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate it, man. Doing my best. Like I said, we're going to have times when we get cooked, and we're going to have times when we're on nice win streaks, and the highs and the lows will all be documented. We just got to do our job and get on side consistently. No one in the chat knows. What precedes psychology? What do you need before you have perfect psychology? Someone's got to know, bro. I know you guys are, you don't want to say the wrong answer or something, but someone's got to know it. I talk about it all the time. 1 hour SIBI is rejecting right now, so we might come down and BE. No one is chatting. No one's confident enough to say it in the chat. You need to be plus EV. You need to have edge. You need to have a edge in trading. You need to know what your edge is. Faith is important. Faith is super important. That's honestly a great answer, Greg. Man, that's a great answer. It's probably the only other right answer you could put. That's a amazing answer. That is also correct. But it's being plus EV. You need real edge. Edge. If you don't have edge and you're not a plus EV trader with what you're doing, if your approach to the markets do not give you positive expectancy, then it doesn't matter what your psychology is. You're still going to lose money. I can execute a plan perfect and have the best psychology in the world, but if it's a minus EV strat and I don't actually have edge, I'm going to lose money every single time. It's numbers. So I'm not saying psychology isn't important. I'm just saying gurus and everyone loves to preach psychology because it's easy to do, and it is important. But the truth is most people are minus EV. You have to be plus EV. You have to build real edge, real intuition, real nuance, real understanding of price and screen time to be plus EV. And then from there, that's when you lock in the psychology. That's when psychology really moves the needle. Strategy and patience. Yep, strategy first, edge. I'm not saying edge is the answer to everything, but if you don't have it, you won't make money. You can have edge, and because your psychology is piss poor and terrible, you can dull your edge and not make money. But it's plus EV that precedes psychology. Faith above everything else, though. I love that. Love that, Greg. Put the Lord first. Faith, edge, psychology. I like that. This is likely going to come back BE, guys. 1 hour SIBI rejection is... It's looking likely here. It's looking like we're going to reject this 1 hour gap. Hence why it was the area we want to be risk off at. I'm in with you half risk. L on eval. Where'd you long eval or short eval? There's a good chance this will get BE'd based on this SIBI reaction. But you guys see the logic. You want to be risk free by these areas that can cause rejection. But yeah, man, you guys got to build a real edge. Collect your data. See it in the data. Be a plus EV trader with what you're doing. And then psychology really moves the needle. Then discipline moves the needle. Because you can have perfect psychology and discipline, but if you don't have real edge, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose money. The truth is, most people are minus EV. Most people are minus EV. 5 minutes to 1 minute? Where's you long? 5 minutes to 1 minute, not a great trade. That's why I took eval, but shouldn't have taken an eval. Where, in here? Or what? What, did you long stop at this low or something? I mean, that candle was just... I don't know what that candle was. This candle made no sense, but... Yeah, you long that low. The 5 minutes are tough. Like putting stop right at the low. Like that's a 3 points. I mean, I don't know where your entry was, but generally want to see like a nice displacement if I'm going to put my stop at the low on the 5 minute. I'm trying to give my trades enough room. Like usually I'm not too nitpicky about the stop sizes, but anywhere from like 6 points to 12 is usually where I sit on ES, and then NQ is like 30 to 50. I don't want to be too scalpy and too tight, because then you're gonna lower win rate, in my opinion. Some people would disagree, but that's my opinion. I think the tighter your stop is, no matter what you're like, it can still work. You can have tight stops and be plus EV, but no matter what, if you're tight with stops, there's a higher chance that's gonna get hit. So I want to be in that middle ground. You don't want to be too wide to where you can't see moves, because the wider your stop, the wider your target. If I want to hit 2R and I only have a 3-point stop, then I only need a 6-point follow through to hit 2R, right? In terms of R. But in my opinion, there's a higher likelihood that this stop gets hit and that the win rate on that strat and the aggregate is going to be lower. If I have a 22-point stop on ES, well, now I need a 44-point fall through, which is much harder to see consistently to hit 2R. And so there's literally trade-offs to everything you do. This is going to have a higher consistent strike rate, in my opinion, because you have wider stops. You should see less full stops get hit, but it's going to probably have a hard time falling through to your PT and seeing full 2Rs. So there's just trade-offs to everything you do. So to me, the answer is to lie in the middle. 5 to 10 point, 12 point ES trades, stop losses, gives me enough realistic target for 2R, but still enough room on the invalidation. But really, I just base it off price. My stops are based off price. It's likely going to be E, guys. Good trade. We managed it perfect. I have zero issue with this trade, with how we managed it. Outcome doesn't matter. That's a good trade. Just price. Our stream's slowly growing. I gotta grind the short form content. And if you guys can, if you can tell your friends, if you can tell people that trade, share the stream with people, that'd be great. You gotta check Funded Seat. Funded Seat just hit me up actually on Twitter. Henry, what's your opinion on them? Like, what's the details? Because they actually just reached out. I've never used them though. I want to promote prop firms that I use, that I have real experience with. I don't like to just, I'm not gonna promote something that I don't use or that I don't have experience with. That's a slippery slope. I'm not gonna do that. Anything that I promote, I use. Tradecopia, I promote, best copier in the game. I use it every single day, no issues. Tradeify, My Funded Futures, Alpha Futures, EA, all great firms that I trade with. So far going good. Been 3 months. That's solid. I mean, I assume they're newer. Apex is still good, bro. Apex is still good. Any prop firm, guys, you guys got to understand, any prop firm is a business. And the reality is, with Simprop, you don't have your interests aligned. They make money when you fail. Like, you do understand that. That's the truth for most traders, unless they're actually bringing on traders and copy trading them like a brick and mortar prop. The majority of these sim props business models are not that. They make money when you fail. They make money when you blow accounts. I'm not saying it's this evil thing and that all prop firms are bad. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, know the nature of the space and understand that. Know the business model. And all these different prop firms are different business models. They're subject to fail. There's even been prop firms that rug pull. I'm not going to name drop, but you have to understand that there is a lot of upside to trading with prop firms, but there is also risk. So don't put all your eggs into one basket. Don't only trade with one prop firm. Diversify like you diversify. Like, this is not investment advice. This is not financial advice. But diversify like you would diversify risk with anything else. Use different prop firms. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Budget properly. Be smart about using prop. Prop is a great opportunity. Prop is a great way to leverage your skill set. It's a great way to leverage your trading. But do it the right way. Be intentional. Be calculated. Study the business model. Understand the rules. Don't over leverage. Don't over risk with one firm. Diversify. All those things. Rips and Akala use them. Those are both great traders. But yeah, Apex is still solid, man. I think the biggest thing is just to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I've never used 5%ers. Are they futures or CFD? I've heard of them. Yeah, you gotta have options. I'm gonna do more research on Funded Seat. I'll probably talk to him today. But I wanna do my due diligence. They look good though, so far, what I've seen, based on what I've seen. So if I check out Funded Seat and all looks good, maybe we'll start to mention them. I saw them a little bit on X. Are you? I don't even care. I'm not gonna be angry if you are. But are you affiliated with Prop or something? Like, do you work for them or something? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just curious. But they reached out on X because I know Summit was in the stream before and then he reached out. I'm using the 5%ers. They have both, but I'm using CFD and futures from Tradeovate. Yeah, I've never used 5%ers. I've heard of them. Like I said, biggest thing I think, just diversify and budget. Don't go into a bunch of debt with prop firms. Like, I truly want to see you guys do this the right way. I'm not gonna tell you go into thousands of dollars of debt. Use my code. Go into debt and use code patiently. Like, that is not what I'm gonna say to you guys. Budget. Only use money just like you would trade live. Only put in money that you can afford to lose, especially if you're learning how to trade. Treat it like a business expense. Do it the right way. Budget. Monthly. I don't want to see you guys go into debt for trading, especially if you're not plus EV, if you're still figuring it out, if you're still learning, if you're a newer trader. Set a monthly budget that you're willing to lose or allocate towards trading, and do that. Nah, bro, I've promoted them since I got payouts and good support. That's solid. Nice. Just want market to grow. Yeah. Who's the biggest core seller? TJR. It's got to be TJR. It's got to be TJR, and the biggest LARPers are him and that what was that other guy's name? Someone mentioned it on my stream. Tori's probably a big core seller, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Of all the people, out of the ones I'm mentioning, Tori, I have the least issue with her. Like, I think she gets a lot of hate. I'm not saying that I'm not like gassing her up, but I feel like her intentions are good. I don't know. I've never met her. I don't know. I don't know her that well. But I think TJR and that other dude, what's his name? Sai. I think those people, PB trading. Yeah. I think those people are way worse than her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Tori to really have a fair assessment. I'm usually a solid judge of character. But I don't know anything about her. TJR is just net bad for the space. That dude, like, full on does crypto NFT scams and rug pulls his following. That dude is just not a good dude. Perhaps he's young. Maybe he'll mature and start to, self-reflect and figure out that what he's doing is net bad for the community and just has a bad impact on people, and he'll start to care. But there also is a chance that he never realizes that and continues to do it. So those type of people I have a real issue with. There's a line to charging for services or information, and it's that you actually know what you're talking about. It's that you actually provide value. It's that you have real intentions to help people. If you know how to trade and you know what you're doing and you actually provide value, I don't think there's an issue with charging. That's my opinion. If I go and I'm playing golf a lot lately. If I go and get a lesson, I'm paying for that lesson. I'm paying someone that knows how to golf better than me. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But if you're the type of person that doesn't know how to trade, you're a LARP, what you're selling or what you're providing has no value. It doesn't actually help people. You're just flat out a scammer and you're just coming back. So I think there's a line in the sand. There's a lot of LARPers out there. Latest going influencing with private jet and fight with X. I don't know, bro. It's definitely a line in the sand. We're just chopping. Slow, slow, slow. Starting to push through this 1 hour SIBI. That's a good sign to see equal highs go. Good sign for our long there. Seeing that 1 hour SIBI start to fill. But yeah, there's a line in the sand to it. If you provide real value, I have no issue with them charging for their time or charging for whatever. If you know what you're talking about, if you are who you say you are, if you provide real value and help people, there's nothing wrong with that. Like when I first got into trading, I bought it was like a $300 course from Carmine Rosado, and that's where I met Zay, who's in the chat, I think. Zay Gilly, you'll see him in the chat. He's mod. That's my best friend. I met him through that course, and it was a supply and demand course, and there was good value, and I have no problem paying that in the beginning of my trading because there was real value in that, and it helped. And he had a Discord where I learned a lot and met good people. Chlorine 44, is that Jamil? I see the big J on your name, and you're the only one that calls me that. What up, bro? Chlorine 44 is a crazy username. Yeah, a lot of people start with a search and destroy, patterns, all that. I really think that you can find edge in so many ways, but it takes time, and it takes a lot of screen time and a lot of data. But the fundamental stuff will always be there. Like even ICT is basically support and resistance. Yeah, supply and demand, support and resistance. It's like the same thing to me. Just buy and sell zones, areas where we reject and support. To me, S&D and support and resistance, it's all support and resistance. Patterns. This is slow price, guys. Slow price. I'm going golfing later today. This is slow. 50-minute Bissy gotta hold here. Gotta hold here. ES is now looking stronger. You can't make it up. 50-minute gap created by NQ though, solid. I like that. 50-minute Bissy's gotta hold here, chat. It's gotta hold. Gotta see this push back up off the 50-minute gap. Just letting this thing do its work. Slow trade. I'm gonna hop in the Discord. If you guys are in the Discord, I'm about to be in there right now. Battery dying. All right, brother. Have a good rest of your day, man. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. See you in the next stream. You still holding or stop loss at? Yeah, my stop loss is right here. My stop loss has been BE for a while. I'm still holding, but my stop loss is risk off now. We're risk free. I want to see this push off this 15-minute BISI. We've been risk free for a while though. You can see my orders right here. So this is where we sell. This is our target. This is our trailing stop loss. So right now we're risk free and we're just letting it work. Missed 3 weeks of anime. We're watching Full Metal Alchemist right now. Brotherhood. What anime are you watching this? We wait. What is that? What is that? This price is slow, guys. Rejecting the 1 hour SIBI still on NQ. We'll see what happens, man. This is slow. I don't even feel like watching this. Like this is the type of stuff I would walk away. Funded Next has a new plan. I gotta look into it. Is it a flex? Flex plan? It is. Funded Next Flex is now live. Good push. Good push. Let's get equal highs. What's the R to these highs? 2.15. We'll just take our 2. Pump. Look at the difference in NQ and ES right now. Yeah, right now it does. Definitely seems weaker. Definitely seems weaker. Need to get a good push. My house is cold. Let me see what the air is doing. Why is it so cold? Yeah, we want to see NASDAQ catch up. Why is it cooling? It's 62 degrees up here right now. And I got no socks on. I got no socks on right now. I'm cold. Fixing the air. I don't know why it's cooling. Heat. Why are we auto cooling? Good push. Push. Good push. Could maybe trail these lows now. Trail these lows. Don't want to see it come back down and chop that. Chat's funny. Good push. Good push. We're just chilling, waiting for this. If you want to take it off at equal highs, you can. I'm taking it off at 2R. Straight to those lows. We really shouldn't see it run below those lows now. Hopefully you don't wake these highs. I'm aiming for external, that's valid. I'm just taking my 2R because it's before external, but if you want to aim for external, that's completely valid. Could probably squeak out a couple more R. Not even R, but a couple points of R. It's what? 2.17? Yeah, to me, I just take the 2. Don't sweep the high. Don't sweep the high. Don't sweep the high. NQ is catching up now. Love it. Good follow through. I'm golfing at 250. So regardless of the outcome of this trade, I'm hopping off after. We're gonna start to get ready. Good trade though. We waited for our long. We wanted longs all through here and then waited for the flip. Got it. Executed long. Nice little trade. Hopefully we can get our PC. Don't want to see it sweep these highs. I want to see body through these highs. Because if we sweep these highs, we're going to start to retrace this leg. Okay, if we sweep this, probably going to see this. At minimum, probably going to see a retracement if we sweep the high here. But if this is going to deliver to the equal highs that we're looking for as draw, this leg should respect. If we're going to retrace this leg should hold. So that's why our stop is there. Our stop has enough room to be in an area that we shouldn't return to. Yeah, equal highs looks good, man. Don't want to see it sweep those highs, or else it's gonna be a retracement time. Thank you, highs right here on 15. ES is leading, so we actually are in the right ticker today. What do you know? We did it. We got on the right ticker today. It's been tough lately to be in the right leading ticker. Probably retracement here now. Want to see this leg hold. See what this is gonna do here. My trail stop is fine where it is. I'm not gonna push it up yet. We really should see, like I said, off the sweep of this higher retracement, and then we should see that. Whoops. We should see that respect and head higher to go attack equal highs. If price delivery wants to be good for once. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Let's see what this does. But so far so good. Good trade. It's gonna be a one and done day no matter what, whether this hits full PT or not. I'm gonna be hopping off after this because I'm gonna get ready to go golf later. But yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Retracement. If you guys took this trade though, gotta be green. Gotta be green. There's no way you realize this trade red now. Zero way. You took the long with me, you better be green. Yeah, I'll hold it through lunch. If you guys are still trailing,
Green Giant.
gotta be. Gotta be. You'll trail out green, worst case scenario. There's no way we let this come back red. I will hold through lunch, yes. Whatever I gotta do. Hopefully I don't have to sit here for another 2 hours because I have to golf. I have a tee time at 2:50. So I'm probably gonna have to hop off within 30 minutes. So we'll chill, see if this hits full PT, and if it doesn't by like 12:30, 12:25, probably have to hop off. Gotta see this leg hold. Gotta see this leg hold. It's a big rejection. Like I said, we didn't want to see the sweep the higher. It's retracement time. I don't know why it won't go to that low exactly, but it's fine. This leg should hold. If we're gonna go attack these highs, we should get respect to this. And if we don't, man, price. Just price. Don't know why we would leave the highs up there intact. We really should see this respect. 15-minute BISI's forming. We're giving it room. We're not choking it out with the trail. This leg should respect and trade higher. Assuming price wants to go hit the equal highs. I'm the only one. If you're not in yet, honestly, this is not a bad long either. Like I'm the only one. Continuation model off this. These highs are London highs. Like I'm the only one. I'd really want to be out by ES equal highs. Ideally on ES, honestly, because it's leading. But this would be what you're looking at. The R is kind of not good. That's not bad right there. If you're not in this yet. A little long to London highs. Could be a good little trade here. I actually like this long a lot. If I wasn't already in, that's your trade right here. Like I'm the only one. Change of state, inversion. I don't really see a gap that we're flipping, but You only need 9.5 points for that to play. Could be a nice little continuation model. But we haven't hit the 15-minute yet. 5 minutes on that. Rejecting the 5-minute cap. Really just a continuation model of the London highs. See if we can get it. I'm a dead man walking, you can take your time. Stuck in the middle like it's purgatory. Never even confirmed yet. Well, then if you were to take this, there's no long yet. It didn't confirm. You want to see it flip this gap and change the state. So you have no trade right here. Told you my secret, should've took her to the grave. Why even speak if I got nothing left to say? Really want to see this come back up. I don't like how this is delivering, guys. Die. Man, the delivery to draws are just, they're not there. They're not good. It's these ugly candles. Stuck in the middle like it's purgatory. Yeah, so she wrote, feel it in my bones. I was just right mind. If you change your mind, then I'm right where I was. It's caused a large retracement here. Told you my secret, should've took him to the grave. Took him to the grave. Capping for no reason. Why even speak if I got nothing left to say? So no confirmation on this yet. I was stabbed in the back. I'm a dead man walking. Stuck in the middle like it's purgatory. See what happens here, guys. Price don't want to give us a full TP lately. I don't know what it is. NQ is weak, guys. We can't see a PT. I don't know what's good with this delivery, man. Still rejecting this gap. We might trail out. Price, man. Price is always trolling. Yeah. I'm gonna try to right here locking a little bit more. We're probably gonna trail out. The weakness on NQ. Gosh, man. Can't see a full PT. It's price lately. Just pick our shots. We're still green. There's absolutely no way you're not green today if you took this trade with me. Just a fat rejection off these highs, and NQ is rejecting the 1 hour SIBI. Look at the difference. ES closed way over, or likely is going to close way over. NQ is rejecting it. So we've definitely been in the right ticker, which is encouraging, but NQ's pulling this down, and ES still wants equal highs. We want to see this attack equal highs. It's bad delivery. We could run like we did before. We could ride, we could ride. Man! We could ride. Thank you's pulling this down. Yeah, this might trail out. Man, bro. Price is frustrating. Price is really frustrating. Still leaving those equal highs. Have to see this 15-minute BISI hold here, chat. Have to see the 15-minute BISI hold here on ES. Last case. Last chance here. This long never confirmed. Gotta see this hold now. Just really sloppy delivery. It's moving. We're getting moves in the areas we're looking for. The draws are hitting. We're getting on side. But the way it delivers has been tough. With the man that I was. Shot like a gun. What am I running from? There we go. Good reaction. Need to see it flip this 5-minute. Thank you, really pulling it down. If we get a big push, NQ flips this gap and it starts to run highs again, we can trail it here. Did ES hit this? Alright, ES did hit it, guys. Nice. 15-minute gap that was our line in the sand. Should head higher from there. Shot like a gun. What am I running from? This song's fire. Gotta see it flip here. Up. Give us equal highs. It's not that easy though. It's not that easy though. It's not that easy though. Chat.
Green giant.
You guys better all be green if you took this with me. You guys can see the trail right here If we get a good push, new highs here, I'm trailing to these lows. Next trail will be these lows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just don't want to see this chop. We want to see this put in new highs. Then we'll trail these lows. Should be 1 hour locked in. Honestly, I don't mind locking that in right now, because now we've rebalanced that 15-minute. Desire love. Yeah, it locks in 1 hour. We'll give it a sec. I want to see it put in new structure, new highs. I want to see it put in a new high here. Let's see new highs get put in, then I'll show to these highs. We'll lock in 1 hour. Thank you is holding this down. This here in 3D, can't be that easy. Can't be that easy. This here in 3D. Yeah, ES is delivering off of it. Hasn't made new highs though. Okay. Let's get a good push up. Trolling. The delivery up is just not good, man. Don't you try to hear yourself. Can't be that easy. This here in 3D. Can't be that easy. Can't be that easy. Go push up. Give me one more push up. One more push up through the highs. Come on now. Push up through the highs. See some new highs put in. Push this up through the highs. Go push. Come on. All right. 1 hour is locked in, chat. 1 hour is locked in. Cannot be red on this trade today if you guys took with me. 1 hour is locked in. We're plus 1 hour in the day. Take what's mine, what's yours. Take what's mine, what's yours. Taking this off at 2 hour. I'm not looking for more than that. I'm not partialing. It comes off at 2 hour or we trail out at 1 hour now. Either way, we're green. We hop off. Baby, is it loving off the rails? I really wouldn't want to see this come back down because we've already delivered off the 15. So my trail should be safe here. If it's not, it sucks. Yeah, stop loss at the 15-minute internal we just tagged. I just have it a tick above for 1 hour. Falling in place. So we got 1 hour, 2 hour now locked in. Yeah. We should really see price push now. You want to see this make a run now? It's gonna do it. We want to see that speed now. Man, this trade's been a minute, bro. This trade's been a minute. Where did I enter? I entered, I think it was 1020 or 1025. We'll call it 1020. So it's been like an hour 40. No, wait, 1020. Yeah. 11, 12. Yeah, it's been like an hour 40. Hold it for a minute. Want to see speed through this high, but we're just trolling. But 1 hour is locked in either way. Stop loss is here, guys. What's your name again? What? Oh, trading patiently. Yes, sir. It's in the name, man. Zay, what do you think of funded seat based on what you've seen? A, no matcha. B, no matcha. C, no matcha. I've been rocking with the coffee the last 3 days. Not gonna lie. Can this go hit 2R? Because I probably got to be off by 12:30, guys. So if it doesn't deliver in the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to shut stream down before we see what happens. Let's get PT. Come on. Do it. Yeah, bro. We were talking about that. That was a clean setup off these lows. Even the 5-minute down here, I would have been in off that. If I wasn't already in, there was a whole nother long right here that was clean. All right, let's get PT, bro. There's no way this is gonna troll like this. Back in love, loving me. You fall back in love, loving me. Trail's there. Don't do it to us, ES. Playing these games. Give me PT, chat. Are we gonna get it? Or is Price gonna troll and make us wait another 25 minutes? That's the sound effect for when it just wicks and reverses right before PT. I think that is time to go on with it. I'm gonna try this candle low now. We're gonna keep trailing this aggressive now that it's close. Fall back in love. I'm not willing to give a bunch back to see this come through. Trail this candle low now. We got a solid green trade now. It's probably a 1.3, 1.4 locked in now. We're at a 1.91. I'm getting sick of waiting around for someone like you. Chat. Can we get PT? Do it. It's one tick. We're trailing more aggressive. Back in love with me. Bye. Let's go, chat. Good trade.
Green Giant.
Everyone in chat, if you took that with me, you better be green. Equal highs here. Should be target. Should see that rain right now. Good trade. We waited patient. Good longs. We waited for it, chat. Good trade, boys. Haven't seen PTs been hit lately. It's been a lot of BEs. But yeah, everybody in the chat better be Green Giant.
Green Giant.
If you took that long with me, there was a couple good opportunities along when we retraced here. This is a nice little long opportunity as well that we talked about. Continuation, exactly. Nice continuation model longs. Off this 15-minute, beautiful 15 minutes or 1 minute. Right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a whole nother long opportunity right here. Yeah, this was a whole new long right here. If you weren't already in, could have caught it right there too. Nice longs. Continuation model. Took our 2R just in case it does stuff like this, man. This is why we're just taking the base hit instead of trying to hold for this. Price wants to be sloppy lately. It's a good trade. Plus 2R in the day. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. And whatever the outcome is on the trades, they are. We don't get too high on the highs. We don't get too low on the lows. But yeah, good day. Good longs. If you guys took it with me, you should be green. If you guys are new to the stream, go down below, click subscribe. I'm live every single day at 9:30. If you could drop a like on the stream, that'd be great. And if you guys want to support me, use code patiently on all prop firms. I'm only going to promote props that I personally use and that I enjoy and believe in. So if you guys want to support me, it'll be code patiently with those firms. And yeah, stay tuned for the next stream. We'll be back again live tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. God bless. Praise the Lord today. Spend some time with God. And yeah, man. Have a great rest of the day, guys.